after reading this title, I know what you're thinking, and I want you to take your head, your mind, whatever, out of the gutter and put it into a little ball of innocent, not dirty, not bad, guttery, because it's not. Hello, it's not how it sounds, okay? It's not that kind of video. So, this video is basically about, I have a lot of like really weird habits I do either before I go to bed, while I'm asleep, or like between being asleep and waking up. And I was curious if anyone else actually did some of this stuff or something even worse as well. Because I tried to explain some of the stuff to my mum and she just gave me this look like, oh my god, that's actually my child. I'll do it in like order of how things happen, I guess. The first thing I do is I can't sleep without the light on. I know that's a pretty like generic thing for a lot of people, but I'm 18. I shouldn't be afraid of the dark, but I am absolutely terrified, and there's two reasons for that. The first reason is because I have an overactive imagination when it comes to supernatural things, and I am terrified that a demon or a ghost or something along the lines of that is going to come into my room and eat my soul, or drag me to hell, or come down from the ceiling and just like. The second reason for that is actually since I was little. So this one kind of is not as bad, but it is. I have an unnecessary phobia of E.T. Since I saw the movie, I've been terrified that he's going to show up in the middle of all my stuffed toys and do whatever aliens do to get you up on the mothership and take me out of my bed up into the spaceship, which he's having trouble finding, which he's not. I am not cool with that happening. So in order to prevent that, the light stays on, and sometimes the TV stays on as well, depending on the scary movie I watched that day. I don't always notice that I'm doing this. Sometimes a friend will point it out, but I do this thing with my foot where I it shakes like really fast, like this kind of pace. And we've named it jigging because it just shakes the entire bed. And once I've noticed that I'm actually doing it, I kind of get like OCD about it, and I can't stop myself from doing it at all. Like it's just like an unnecessary, really, like it won't stop. You can imagine up until this point, my friends are probably not so happy about sleeping over. That's why no one has slept over in like a year, but that's not my point. Once I'm actually asleep, I don't snore like normal people. I wouldn't even call it really snoring. Well, you could, but I wouldn't call it snoring. It's kind of a mixture of really deep Darth Vader breathing and a mixture of being strangled to death. So it's kind of something along the lines of like and you could see how that would get annoying. For God's sake. Also, I tend to wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning very regularly. And if I have a friend sleeping over, I want them to be awake at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with me, because I don't want to suffer on my own. I'm lacking sleep. They need to lack sleep too. Yeah, that doesn't make people very happy, ever. That's pretty much it. If anyone else does weird stuff like this too, please comment in the little box thingy below, because I need to know that I'm not the only person in the world that does this sort of stuff. I would like to know I'm not the weirdest person in the world. Thank you. It just goes and goes and goes.